What was that?
Slide over here.
Name tag falling?
Yeah, kill my name tag.
Raymond Jenkins. God damn, we got Raymond so he can live in the studio tonight. God damn.
Ray,
Yes, SlapStik Radio.
Can you hear me?
maybe up a little
Everybody,
bit, let's see.
everybody check one.
Yeah.
Shaky,
Can you hear me?
speak a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Okay. All right.
DJ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, say something.
What up?
All right.
All right.
All right, everybody.
All right. Welcome to SlapStik Comedy Radio.
SlapStik Radio.
How y'all doing tonight?
In our own studio. How's everybody?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
We're about to have a great show tonight. We got
I
our
feel it.
producer DJ, we got comedian Raymond Jenkins, and we got comedian, the fabulous Shinkey Henderson.
I've been coming to kill it. That's my niece. She like my niece, y'all.
Yeah.
For real.
Thank y'all
She
for
is
having me.
hurting the game. She is smashing them.
Yeah.
For real.
She sure is. Steven, I know
Yeah.
you're celebrating the end of Ramadan.
Yes, it's the last of Ramadan, and it's celebration. All Muslims around the world are celebrating today because it is Eid. That is the festival after the feast, where everybody get together and share food and, share the end of starving for 30 days
Woo.
from sun up to sundown.
I commend you.
So yeah,
I can't do that.
so yeah, everybody's
He's a trooper. He's been doing
Praising
it
God.
for over what, 30 years? 30
yeah,
years?
yeah. I've been doing it for a long time since I've been in Silver Gardens.
Man,
That's a long time.
Long time, about 30 years. Yeah, since I was about 15 or 16. Yeah, I started.
that's dope.
So yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a struggle every year, but Ramadan comes 13 days earlier every year. It's a sign of the new moon. So in a few, it'll be in December. A few years, it'll be back in December, where it gets dark at 5:30. So it's an easy Ramadan. It's an easy day. Like right now, it gets dark at like 8:30. So it's tough going all day. It really is tough in the summer months. Real tough, real tough.
Check you out. So let's catch up with our guests. Ray, what have you been up to?
Besides just being a dad and having kids, doing some comedy. They're finally letting us back out, letting us hit some stages, doing some open mics, some contests coming up. Finally got a chance to do the Funny Bone on a Wednesday night. That was
How about
exciting.
that? How about that?
That was cool. I'm not gonna lie, I straight up fan geeked and took a picture of myself next to my picture.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna lie about it. I posted it on Instagram. I was like, look at
sure.
me.
Yeah.
So, that's about it.
That's dope.
Some people have done less have showed more,
I wasn't trying to brag. I was just celebrating the moment. That's
I
what
know
it
that.
was.
How many kids you got, Ray?
I got two little girls.
girls?
Yeah, 8 and 5.
Okay, you too big for discipline now. You gotta put them in the corner. You can't do it.
Oh, yes, I can.
You cannot do it.
Yes, I
You
can.
can't do that.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I bet they know 224 abuse. I bet they know the number already. Like, no, that is too damn big. Man, his hands on me, right?
No, I'm the wuss parent for sure.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Mama got the iron fist. Dad's the softy.
Right.
They start quivering that lip, and I'm buying them ice cream.
Those hands are for patting out hamburgers.
That's exactly
Patties and shit.
I talk a big game, I yell at him like, "Go get in the corner! I'll tell your mom what you did."
It's hilarious. DJ, you working on any new beats?
Yes, I'm working on some beats here. Trying to get them out promoted, and hopefully we get some hot beats out here that's needed, to catch people's ears.
Oh, they're definitely needed.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
They're definitely needed, man. But you see, like I was saying, there's no originality in it no more. I'm trying to bring the originality back in the music.
Right.
So
Everybody sounding like everybody else.
everybody sound like everybody else. You don't even know who's who. So I'm trying to. I want to get that back in music, and that will, hopefully everybody can understand that, because I love music, and originality is important to me. So.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Definitely.
No doubt. Originality is important. Or you'll be with some shit like, how many girls I got? A lot. How many girls I got? A lot. How many girls I got? How many girls I got? A lot. You'll be some shit like that.
Or I sell a 20 bag the other day and all that stuff. Everybody's on. I shot my homeboy and all this stuff.
Get original.
The whole CD be the same thing. And there ain't no originality no more. So I'm trying to bring that back. I'm working on some projects around the city, and hopefully, we get popping.
Right, no doubt. With
Yeah.
some originality.
Yes, sir.
Because everybody lately has just been trying to be harder than the next guy.
I get a little baby credit though.
Oh, little baby dog.
I get a little baby
Yeah,
credit.
there's a few of them now.
And
But you got
the
to-
baby.
but you- yeah.
No baby. No baby.
Yeah.
There's a few of them now.
But
But the rest fall in line with everybody
I
else.
can't listen to Lil
They're-
Durk.
they're
I'm
calling
sorry.
cops.
I can't do all that. That's not me. You know, so I need to listen to, you know, some music that's gonna catch my ear. And right now, you know, a lot of artists ain't catching my ear. You know, so.
Yeah. Shinkey Henderson.
Yes, ma'am.
Seen that TikTok video. I loved it. I watched it about 20 times. I can't even lie to you. It was hilarious.
TikTok is addicting.
Doing her thing.
Doing her thing.
She
That's
has
what's
been
up.
traveling, doing clubs and colleges around the country. She is up and coming. I'm telling you, y'all, she is on her way. Believe
I'm
me.
trying.
Yep.
I am trying. I've been at home with my kids too, though.
Yeah.
Didn't you do your first show with me?
Mhm.
Your first show ever?
Mhm.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yep. It was
See,
fun.
Now that's special in itself right there. You know, your first show being whatever. Usually, beginners being green like that, being a novice, you want to be on the stage with, you know, someone been in the game like 30 years.
Right.
But that speaks to, you know, me personally. So shit, hell yeah, I'm gonna put you out there. You know what I'm saying? Shit, yeah.
Yeah. So are y'all doing the homeschool, or what's it called, the virtual school with the kids? I couldn't imagine. I'm so glad my kids are grown.
My son's been going into the building since like September, but my daughter was home and it ain't for me.
Mhm.
Absolutely not. They'd be stupid if this was regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be slow if
Yeah.
it was a regular thing. But now they've been going 5 days a week since like December. Our kids, both
Wow.
of them, they go to Bexley schools.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It wouldn't work for me. I'd smoke too much weed walking around the house. Where cares me? I'm doing all my jokes and shit, walking around the house smoking drugs, like, and then the big jump over the guy. And, you know,
It's been a couple times where I was cussing the little one out. My daughter was there like, Mom! And I'm
Yeah, like, on that story.
What's that damn mic off then?
right, and then mute it like that.
Ray, are your girls younger, or are
They are. They're 8 and 5, but they're homeschooled. My ex-wife chose to homeschool them. That's based
Nice.
on
Shoot.
her lifestyle of being able to do that.
Yeah. No doubt.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I
My parents left her money, that's what you're saying.
Well,
Yeah, right.
basically.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll say.
I read the pretty lines. Wait.
If my parents let me money, I'm not home nobody.
But they're homeschooled. My oldest is 8. She's already smarter than me. They're learning that new type of math I can't do. She can try.
Yeah.
Like I looked at, she drawing pictures and stuff. I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Math." I was like, "Oh, all right." Go ask your mom. I ain't got no
Yeah, Dad can't help.
Dad can't help. No.
Mom can't either.
That's the truth.
I did not.
Skype your teacher. They'll help you. I don't know what to tell you.
So in comedy news, did y'all hear that Ellen is ending her talk show in 2022?
I did not.
Well, because of the backlash,
Right.
because of the turmoil they said was on her set. And they said it was really hostile on the set, and, you know, she came out against it. She said, no way, you can ask anybody, but you hear conflicting stories.
Right,
So, I don't know who to believe.
right.
I've never been on Ellen's show. I would have loved to have been on, you know. Not saying I'm even, you know, but I would have loved to have been on Ellen's show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but, hey.
So she does 180 shows a year, and she said that it's no longer a challenge. She wants something more challenging.
No, they're driving her out. And
Yeah.
she's being diplomatic.
Yeah, and
The answer.
yeah, so
That's
she's going on
true.
Oprah today. She went on Oprah today, because I'm sure she's appeared by now. But she
I
went
mean,
on Oprah to
they're
talk
still
about
gonna owe her a lot of money.
I think,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
definitely.
When she steps down,
Yeah.
and steps away. So, you don't wanna, throw paint on your checks.
Right.
Those, your checks is coming, those people owe you, so you don't wanna do that at all.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, it was amicable, and, you know, the split, and we're going our separate ways now. No.
Playing safe game.
Yeah, the safe game.
Because I noticed
So
she
it's the
had.
hot water.
Yeah, I think so too, because I noticed she had Tiffany Haddish cover a lot for her this year.
Oh, yeah.
She had a lot.
And they are, trying to prep Tiff to take over.
I think so too.
I don't know if she's capable. I hope she can do it, you know, because we need more diversity.
Right.
Now, I ain't gonna just say black, but black.
Yeah.
And,
Black, black.
black. We do, we need more diversity.
Right.
And I think Tiffany will do a bang up job.
She would.
I think she would.
Oh,
She has a following now, they know her, she's been in major films, and I think it's time for something like that
Right.
for her. Next step, for her.
Yeah.
I agree. I think she'll do a great job.
I support it.
Yeah, I support it, and I can't wait to see what Ellen does next. I'm sure it's
It's
going to be
cool.
And I
exciting.
love Ellen.
That was cool.
Ellen is funny as hell.
Fun.
She really is.
And she is one of the women, like before she started doing her talk shows, she's one of the women that opened doors for especially black writers.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Oh,
when
yeah.
she was
A lot of
behind
black
the
comics
scenes,
as well.
yeah, a lot of black comics. Before, if you wanted to write on sitcoms, you had to be a part of this Writers Guild group.
Mhm.
And she
Sure.
started hiring people, like black people. Come on, you go
Outside
write
of
for
the
me.
gig.
Outside of the gig, outside of the been in the writers group and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So Ellen's the person that really started to open doors for black people and
Yeah,
let them in.
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
It's a good thing.
we need more Ellens in the world.
We do.
Just good people like that.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a legacy of comedy clubs coming out of our heroes. There's no Richard Pryor comedy club. There's no Eddie Murphy comedy club. There's no Nipsey Russell comedy club, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? We can go on and on Flip Wilson and Scatman Crothers and Moms Mabley.
Yep.
All these people are great, did great. No clubs.
Mm-hmm.
And so what does that leave us? We have to go through the comedies,
Comedy
the Funny
Store,
Bone,
Funny Bone.
the Comedy Store, Hilarities, the Improv, Jokers, Go Bananas. Oh, they've got a monopoly, a monopoly of clubs, you know what I mean? And they have the monopoly on comedy. And if we want to get in and get good money, we have to go that route.
Yep.
Why? And when we have so many successful black comics, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Is that part of the shutting the door behind you? Like, hey, now listen, we're gonna let you get some millions, but don't leave that door open. Don't you get no comedy clubs?
Yep.
Yeah.
So blacks can go no circuit. We don't need them having no circuit around us now. We want to make them come through these doors.
They want to be
So,
in charge, keep
yeah,
on the leash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want to be in charge,
Yeah.
And we'll say who blows up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say who gets on Saturday Night Live or who's next in line for that or whatever,
Yeah, that's funny that you mentioned that. Did y'all hear about Dave Chappelle? He went on Joe Rogan's podcast because they had Elon Musk
Yeah,
open. Did
yeah.
y'all hear about that?
I mean, so what?
Yeah, so
What's
what?
the big deal
That's
about
what they
Elon
should-
Musk hosting Saturday Night Live? I don't understand. What's the big idea?
Yeah, and he is one of the most I mean, he's a genius. I mean, he really is. So yeah, what's the big deal? But the
What's the
cast.
big
I mean,
deal?
if I was on SNL and I was a regular cast member, someone from the outside coming
The
in
private
and taking a
sector.
spot that I may want, that probably would make my heart a little jealous. I think that's what it has to do with, because he hosted. He was a guest host, so
For sure. Yeah.
yeah, they were jealous. That's what.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So Dave Chappelle's like,
Who
what's the problem?
was up there? Seth Rogen, one of them fuckers? Go to bed, sit down.
Yeah.
Who's there? Who's upset? I don't understand it. For what? I'm just gonna Tracy Morgan. It was bullshit. The whole thing was bullshit.
So have y'all watched the Upshaws on Netflix?
Oh man,
Mike
I gotta
Epps.
support Mike.
Yeah.
That's my man. I've been knowing him
Yes.
for a really, really long time.
Mhm.
Like when I first started doing comedy,
Mhm.
and when I used to go back and forth to New York, he would just make people put me on stage. He would. He would just, I remember he made Capone put me on stage, and Capone gonna introduce me. The next comedian, they say he was on Comic View, but I ain't never seen him. I said, oh my God, really? I got up there and gave it to him too.
I know you did.
I
know you did.
Just because he did that. I did all the finisher jokes. I didn't even start off with no warm-ups or how y'all done, and none of that. I went straight into the closers. Smack. Mike got back up there like, that's what I'm talking about. And man,
Yeah. Gotta support Mike Epps. That show is
That's
good.
my man. That's my main man.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny
Love that
show.
movie.
And I love Wanda Sykes. She's
Yeah.
hilarious.
And
Kim Fields.
And Kim Fields been around a long time.
Yeah, a long
And they act like she can't act in movies, but she can act in sitcoms. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not a good actor, but she could be in sitcoms
Yeah.
all our life. Really? You keep calling her back and back and back for new shit. But
Right.
she can't get in one movie?
Not one.
Not a one. Come on with y'all shitting on the
Yeah.
child stars now.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
can.
They shit on child stars real bad. I'm glad I went on child star. Y'all come and get me. Matter of fact, Illuminati, I've been looking for y'all number.
Oh, for real.
Y'all know about to call me
And my name
every time.
too.
Y'all can call me tomorrow. Y'all know we can make a deal. I'm just gonna sell half of my soul, not all of it.
Just half.
Just half.
Just like
I'm
one
gonna
cousin.
buy that back. I'm gonna buy that back.
You can have a couple cousins I don't like.
I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up.
I got like 17
Yeah.
cousins I don't really talk to.
I already talked to her. You can have them now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of them.
We're gonna buy it back.
They'll let my bill.
We're gonna make some money, I'm telling you now. We're gonna get back.
We gonna get paid.
Yes, we are.
For sure. Yeah.
For certain.
So random questions. Whose comedic career would you steal? Right now.
Dave Chappelle's, right now. He got everybody's ear.
Yep.
He got the world's ear.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, it'll be Eddie Murphy because he's on the comeback and everybody waiting on him to see what he do. He can do anything right now.
Yeah.
As far as stand-up is concerned.
Yeah.
He can do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just waiting, like, Eddie, what you gonna do? Everybody's gonna come, I don't care what he do.
Yeah.
They can be $300 tickets.
Yeah.
Like, Liza Minnelli now, $300 tickets.
Ain't gonna pull
They'll
up.
pull up.
Yeah.
Ain't got no home to go to. but
Barbara
they gonna
Streisand,
pull up.
$350, $400 tickets. They'll come to see Eddie Murphy because they know everybody's not gonna be there. That's something about people with money. They'll get it just because they know you can't get it. Goddammit. I don't care how much. Yes, it's overpriced.
It's overpriced for a reason.
It's overpriced for a reason. That's how they feel. It's overpriced for a reason. Because you can fucking afford it and I can't. How about that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ray, whose comedy career would you
Ooh,
steal?
would I steal?
Yes.
Probably Christopher Titus's would be the comedian I would steal his career. Just because I've had the chance to see him, and he was able to both offend and entertain everybody in the room at the same time.
Right.
And he'll push a topic that people don't want to talk about, because people don't want to talk about politics, because it's decisive.
I thought you was gonna say Chris Farley. I was about to say.
I thought about it.
When you say Chris,
It's too easy.
I was about to say, Big Joe, you did.
Nah, that'd be my pick though. Would be Titus. He's a good career, long-standing.
No doubt.
You know, he pushes the envelope.
Pushes the envelope.
He was willing to stand up for what he believed, even though it cost him millions.
Yeah, man.
I respect that.
He's a throwback. He's like, he reminds me of Lenny Bruce when it comes to something like that. You know, just being bluntly honest and not caring. And the people saying, and him being up here, and the people saying, just keep that down, and you will. We've got movies for you. We've got shit for you. And he's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Kept being him
I don't
no
feel
matter
like
what.
that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just, man,
That was it, man. A guy that managed to get to the top with integrity and stayed there.
integrity.
He got kicked in the mouth for it, but at the end of the day, he can look himself in the mirror, so I kind of respect that.
Yeah, no doubt. And we all still know him.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
still,
like
he's
Lenny
still relevant.
Bruce did the same shit.
Yeah.
Did the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
He really did.
You know I'm coming to you next.
What got you started? I know she's about to ask what got you started. Or those we're gonna.
No, I'm waiting for her to tell me whose comedic career would she steal.
Oh.
Right now, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Tiffany's right now.
She's growing it.
She's the hottest.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the hottest.
I want it.
Yeah.
And it's one
Right now.
black at a time.
I got to wait my black ass turn.
Yes, it is. One black at a time, sweet Jesus. Wait your turn, we'll see you. I see you doing your thing. Over there. Just stay over there until we call you over here. Oh my God. Illuminati, what's your phone number?
Okay.
We're all waiting.
Google it.
I'm not lying, man. Y'all slick, man. Call me, man. I ain't gonna say shit, for real. I ain't gonna tell me nothing. That's my favorite part. I ain't even gonna tell her, for real.
Oh man, I got
I'm
tears
just
in
waiting
my
till all the
eyes.
shit started happening and shit, and then I'm flying back to Hawaii.
And I ain't coming back.
I'm going, when you gonna take me? I'm gonna catch you on. I'm like, something going on.
I gotta hide out.
It's the 5th time this year, I don't know what's going on. I don't.
Cousins disappearing.
Right, everybody just disappearing, going, what happened to your cousin? Oh, they moved to Hawaii.
I get something up. Ain't that many big
Yeah,
Hawaii.
moved to Hawaii like that. Yeah, I love Hawaii. Oh my God, I love Hawaii.
Yeah,
I really do.
I want to go.
I've never been. I've never been.
It's sprinkled for 3 hours. I mean, you can walk through it. I'm trying to rush back. You know, I did the Black Doctors Organization thing in Hawaii. So I'm trying to rush back. I went to the mall. The mall was across the street from the hotel. So I'm trying to rush back. I'm like, because it starts sprinkling. I didn't need to rush. It softly sprinkled for like 4 hours. I've never been in nothing like this in my life. And then if you could rent scooters or like motorcycles, like $25. You can rent a car for $25. And guess where they got car rentals at? The gas station.
Wow.
Right at the gas station in Hawaii.
I know.
Go to the gas station, they got a parking lot, full of cars, motorcycles, and Vespas, little scooters you can rent for all day. I jumped on one of the Vespas, man, I was flying around. Oh, I got lost about 3 times. I got to the end of the island, like, oh, these streets are getting narrow. It's like being in New York. You know when you're getting close to the water because the
Yeah.
streets are narrow up.
Yep.
You'll be like, oh, I'm getting close to, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'm going to turn around. But I had made so many turns, I was like, I'm lost like a
I would start crying.
Oh my God.
I hate being
I
lost.
had so much fun. I do too. I do too. Especially somewhere far.
Mhm.
I hate being lost somewhere far.
So that's one of my questions. Is it wasn't until the end, but since we're talking about places that we like to travel, where's the most beautiful place you've ever been?
Mhm. I just came back from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Jamaica's
your
beautiful.
It was
Yeah.
so pretty.
Yes, all of that.
So-
Bahamas and all of that stuff.
How long were you
St.
there?
Thomas.
I was there for 5 days.
Okay,
Yeah, I had
Beautiful,
fun.
beautiful.
I definitely had fun. It was nice.
nice.
Like we just walked down the beach. We got on the boat. I'm not a water person, but
Uh-huh.
everybody I went with was like, please just come. They got in the water and was swimming. I was like,
Yeah,
I'll record y'all. I was on the road like, I got all y'all phones. Like, I got y'all. I got all the
Y'all look so
videos.
good.
But I am not getting out there.
Japping them up and saying, y'all look so good.
Y'all look fabulous just swimming.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I did have fun, but I didn't
Yes,
like
indeed.
Woo, I did not get in that
Well,
water.
hopefully you can get some other places because we need to visit some coastal places.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's therapeutic.
It is. I'm gonna tell you, I went to Antalya, Turkey for 2 weeks. Beaches everywhere.
Yeah, beaches
Beautiful.
everywhere.
It was,
Oh my God. Oh my
Beautiful.
God. Oh my God.
yeah, it was nice.
I'm supposed to go somewhere back out the country in November for my best friend's birthday. We don't know where yet. We-
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico
That's
is
what my
a
mom
good,
said.
easy trip.
Yeah.
Oh my God, and it's beautiful.
That's what my mom.
And they need the money. They need the money so bad. And it's so beautiful. When you're waiting in line in the hotel, they come through with mojitos and everything while you stand in line, waiting to check in. It wasn't even like that in Hawaii. I was like, oh, Puerto Rico, y'all got a leg up on Hawaii. Y'all really do. Y'all passing out drinks in line. You know you just got off the plane and
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
they right there for you, bam. I'm like, okay, y'all.
Yeah.
Then they have an adult infinity, well, the hotel I stayed in, they had a kids pool, infinity pool there, then an adult one.
Mhm.
Nice.
Awesome.
That matters.
It does.
That really does.
Matters a lot.
Yeah.
You don't want to go on vacation with a bunch of kids around.
Yeah.
They want to see a place where, and then the security guard, she was so cordial, she was really, really nice. She let us bring our liquor and stuff back there, like, come on, just y'all, come on.
Mhm.
Ah, we had a ball.
I
It
bet.
was so fun.
I bet.
So
And they
much
had
fun.
Stephen G. Oh boy.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So much fun.
So Ray, what about a place you visited?
Oh man, best, like the prettiest place, obviously. I was down in Cancun. I mean, that was pretty
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
That was amazing. You know,
Cancun was pretty.
man, those all-inclusive resorts, I tell you what, they know how to treat you for sure.
Yeah, that's the only way to go.
That is
All
it,
inclusive.
yeah.
You don't want to pay a bunch of money and then you have to pay for breakfast.
Right? No,
That's stupid.
now that I've done the all-inclusive, that's the only way to
That's the
travel.
only way to go.
And you can put it to the test, too. I mean,
That's the only way to go.
we were calling room service at 4 a.m. looking for flan, and they're like, yeah, we'll send some up.
Yeah.
I didn't know what flan was, but it's tasty. I mean, I got that figured out now.
You ever had KFC?
Yeah, what am I
No,
at KFC?
No. Korean fried cauliflower.
No, I'm
It's
not.
so cold-blooded.
Ooh, that
I mean, the way they
sounds
did it in Hawaii, the way they did it in Hawaii,
Oh,
they
it sounds
fried
good.
it, and they had it in some sauce, they had it in like a sweet and sour like sauce. After they fried it, they dipped it in, then they had angel hair like on it. It was so
I would
good.
love that.
That sounds-
You could
that
cut
sounds
into
good.
it like that, because it was fried, you know, it was so good.
I haven't
Crunchy,
tried vegetables.
it was
I haven't tried that,
crunchy.
but that sounds
Now I've had some
amazing.
cauliflower it was fried, but it wasn't crunchy like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
With the sauce on it, it was crunchy, and you can cut it with a knife and fork. And
Oh.
it was so good. It
That
was so
sounds
good.
good. I gotta try that.
And
Yeah.
Korean barbecue is the bomb.
I mean, you had me worried there for a second. Like when you said KFC, I was
Yeah,
like,
Korean,
like the
yeah.
Colonel? Like,
You like, yeah, I've been
Korean,
there.
Korean barbecue. Oh my
I've
God,
tried
chicken and beef. It's awesome. It's
That
ridiculous.
sounds good.
They know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They know what they're doing for real. They really do. Oh my God, best barbecue I've ever had. As a matter of fact.
Now I'm ready to eat some.
That's what I was just
Wait.
thinking.
You got me hungry, man.
I mean, they do, other than the, like personalized stuff, like I'm a regular eater, so I'm not an exotic eater like that. So, they have a place in Detroit that does Cajun turkey. And they can do a whole one for you, they'll have it Cajun all the way through, but all day long they do wings and legs. Cajun turkey wings, Cajun turkey legs. It's right on Woodward, almost downtown. It's phenomenal. I don't care if I'm in Canada, I'll stop.
It gets,
Yeah. Before I get back there, I will. I've done it many times. For real, I really have. I've done it many times. And I've been in parts of Canada where I wasn't even coming through Detroit. I was like, we gotta go. Man, I'll go an hour, 2 hours out the way just for that place. For real, the Cajun turkey place in Detroit on Woodward Avenue.
okay.
Awesome.
I have to remember that.
Awesome place.
Howie, I'm coming to visit, and that's where we're going.
Awesome. How knows about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ.
Niagara Falls.
Oh, yeah. I've been wanting to go there. I've never been.
I went there, man. It was amazing. I loved the ride going through the waterfall.
Oh, did you do that?
Yes.
So you gotta have a raincoat.
The man in the mist in
Oh,
there.
yeah, the mist.
And the mist
Oh,
hits you
man.
all in the face. It just feels so good.
Oh, I bet.
So that was my first time going, and it just left a memory in my head. It's just beautiful. So
Did you go with your family?
yeah, I went with my family. I was little.
Oh, no, no.
Okay.
You know, it's only 5 hours away. Buffalo, New York is just 5 hours
That's
away from Columbus.
Yeah.
I used to do a show up there like once a month.
In Buffalo?
Yeah.
That's a nice place.
And then I used to go to Toronto and do yuck yucks.
That's a nice city, by the way.
Yeah.
I've never been to a
Toronto
clean.
is clean, New
I've
York.
never been to a cleaner
I
place.
agree.
It's
Clean New York.
It is so clean up
I
there.
love New York.
Yep, I
Well,
love
Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, Canada? Oh,
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Super
It's like New York, a little smaller, but clean.
And very classy.
The
restaurants.
public transportation is
plush.
amazing.
I want to
Yeah.
go to Toronto.
The
Man.
fucking bums at the gas station are so polite. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, we are.
Our bums a lot. Disrespect. They just start squeezing your shit. When you come out, you owe me $1. Put the third back on. Put the third back on the windshield there. Put it back on it. I didn't tell you to clean it. Fog it back. Fog it back up a little bit. I don't care what you do.
You ain't got to? I didn't want to give you that.
I didn't want to give you that. They killed me when you give them something and you ain't have to. Motherfucker, you don't go on, take that back.
Then you gonna be real mad.
No, you're gonna be real mad.
Real mad.
Hilarious.
All right. I'm gonna bust your homeless nose.
Okay.
Because we know you like to bust things.
Yeah.
You don't play.
And I'm from Buster Kappa Kappa fraternity anyway. Shit. You already know.
Now you're standing back here rolling.
Everybody from Alpha Kappa. No, I'm Buster Kappa.
Okay. Alpha, nigga.
So this is a super random question. If you had to pick a new name for yourself, what would it be?
Something simple. I don't know what the hell my mom's thinking about. Tavisha.
Yeah.
And mine is Tamisha.
I don't know what your mom was
My
thinking
sister's
about.
name is Tamisha too.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
It's four of us.
I don't know what she
Tamisha,
said.
Tavisha, Taisha, Taisha.
You know I know. But I don't know what you're thinking about. I don't. I can't tell
And
you.
my brother's name is Larry. She didn't even name me Terry. Like,
I'm very average.
Is he the youngest?
No, I am. He's right smack in the middle. It's two girls, him, two girls.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she...
She's the youngest. She missed the Seven Gardens and all the wild
Yeah, I
shit.
did.
She missed all that shit. And it was wild. Let me tell you. Your grandma used to have the coldest party. Oh my God! Oh my God! Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee!
She was trying to act like she was with it.
She was all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And Uncle Charlie, oh my God. They was, ooh-wee. Yes, it was a throw down.
Yeah.
It throws out every time.
I've heard a few stories. But I'll probably be, my mom's name, Latrice. I'll take her name.
Latrice, you check, yeah.
Yeah.
Tavisha just like that.
He's like, that ain't working.
That's
That's not
not
working.
it.
That's why I'm
Like,
like,
Mom, you was all
Tamisha.
normal and shit in the trees, but you gonna name me some old 50 syllables. Don't do that shit.
Yeah. I don't know what they're thinking about.
Ray, would you change your name?
Probably not. I mean, Raymond Jenkins is a pretty interesting name, I guess.
It is.
You know.
It sounds-
RJ.
You'd be surprised how many people assume I'm not Caucasian.
Hey, I was gonna say that. It sounds so black.
I show up and they're like, "You're Raymond Jenkins?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "But you're white." I'm like, "I know."
Sorry.
My
My
bad.
bad.
My
Sorry.
That's-
Next time I won't be.
Whatever you want, I got you.
I'm like, I guess I can hit a tan bed a little bit. Yeah. So, no, I like the name Raymond. I mean, I was named after my grandfather. He was a good
Okay.
dude, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I mean, if I were going to change it, I'd probably pick like Vincent. I've always liked the name Vincent.
Vincent Jenkins.
Vincent Jenkins. I always said if I had a son, I'd name him Vincent. No, just because you can call him Vinny. It's kind of an old school thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like a
It's
gangster.
good. It's good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something like that.
It's looking for Corbin. You take care of
It's
him.
an old school type of name, you know. It sounds like a kid that'll bust knuckles. And
Yeah,
I always thought that was
Little
cool.
gangster.
Something a little hard like
Oh,
that.
hell
So,
yeah.
What's
Hell
that
yeah.
last kid with gold caps on?
Right. I know this dude who changed his name as a grown man. He does hair in Cleveland. This nigga named Cavante. This nigga changed his name too. Cavante. Now his name is Kevin.
Stop playing with me,
He's
man.
right now. His regular name is Kevin. This nigga started doing hair and everything. They're like, what's your name? Cavante. So all the girls is like, Cavante, oh my God, I love that. I ain't gonna say nothing because I ain't gonna hate her like that. I'm just looking at him like,
I am bothered.
why are you changing the like you a hater, when they gonna find out your real name and think you're a perpetrator. Like really, why you need to be Cavante?
Cavante.
But yeah, Cavante, he changed his name.
Yeah, I went to school with somebody who changed his name. I can't even remember what his first name was, but he changed his name to Justin and his last name Case. And he got a business called Just in Case.
Justin.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
That's cool.
That is cool. That's
cool.
smart.
That's sweet.
That is
Yeah.
cool. That's fire.
And he was gonna always say it like he was gonna change his name when he got older when we was in school, but we didn't pay no attention, but he did.
He did it.
And he definitely followed.
Just in case. I like
How about
that.
that?
That's
Yeah.
smart.
That's catchy.
Yeah.
That's real catchy.
Yep.
I can't
Well-
deal with
Well, so we had a good show. When was that? Saturday night?
Mhm.
Saturday in Linden, Ohio.
Yeah.
We had a great show. It was too many people in the show though.
Yeah.
You know,
It was
we could have did like 3 shows out of that one show.
Yeah.
But it was a good show. And I just want to say something to the young comics that are out there. when other comics are on stage, this is proper comedy etiquette. Sit your ass down and listen. Don't be approaching the stage. Don't be yelling out. Don't be commenting on what somebody said. Oh my God! And come on, let them work. They're working. They sit down and watch you work.
Yeah.
And let you get through your set. You have the same respect.
Okay.
And I mean.
Etiquette.
And etiquette. It's comedy etiquette. You have the same etiquette. For real. I mean, it's a shame.
And respect.
But I know some of you are green and you're novice, you just starting, and you don't know these things.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm
Kidding, because I know it.
Just right here. Just tell me. You know, please,
It's fine.
please,
That's him.
don't approach the stage when another comic is up there. The way you can help another comic on stage is just your laughter and some applause. That's it.
That's the way you support.
Now, I can see comics before they go on stage, they're quiet as hell. Now, before he went up, he was quiet. Now, I don't want to mention any names. I don't want to do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that type. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus or nothing. But for young comics that are listening, because I know a lot of you will approach a headliner, and so you want to talk to them and chop it up with them. Look, they're trying to get into their zone. They're about to go up there and do an hour and a half, 45 minutes to an hour, or at least, and so you just doing your 5-10 minutes. Come on, leave them alone until after the show. Then we can chop it up any type of way you want to with them. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to do that. But before they get on stage, and while they're on stage, please have some respect. Now, that's from Stevie G.
Stephen G. Message.
Uncle
It's all
G.
about respect.
Uncle G.
Uncle G, let him know.
Oh boy.
Thank you, because people might not know. I mean,
Yeah, that needs to be put out there. That is, it's
Yeah,
all about
because-
respect.
Because when you're not been doing comedy that long, you do good, and you can like, oh my God, I feel good, You can't even sit your ass down.
And you wouldn't want nobody to do that to you.
No, you wouldn't.
So,
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, 'cause so.
I can't.
No, you
But
wouldn't.
DJ, you were gonna say what you would.
Well, I like my name, 'cause my grandfather named me, but for application purposes, I would change it. Because Darnell, and then even in the movies, Darnell was always a bad name.
It was like the baby daddy or
Baby
something.
daddy.
Darnell, come get your kid.
And I'm trying to figure out, my parents always go, well, how the hell did I get that name? But my grandfather gave it to me. So if I change my name, it's like something like Mike Johnson or something.
Yeah.
Now I know that I can get a job or something without worrying about my name being getting me from not getting a job, So, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because I've showed up on some job interviews, and I just know they thought I was white.
Yeah.
Steven. All right, who's next in? Steven Gardner. When they drag out your they don't expect to see your ass. All right, Steven Gardner. All right. I've seen the big shoulders break down. I ain't very good. Her shoulders broke down. I'm not getting. She thought I was white. I know she did.
I know when they see my name, they know who I was. They know that I was a nigga.
Without a doubt.
So,
Without a doubt.
that's what that's
You know, you a Newport, so you ain't you a port. Sit your ass down. Will you just stop? You want to work in the back or the front? They don't say what the departments and shit. You want to work in the back or the front?
Let's see my name. They just be like, hey, turn leave. Whoever's making the
They throw the application away. You ain't getting this now.
Oh my God.
So speaking of jobs, what is y'all's dream job? If not comedy, what would you do?
If not comedy, a nurse. That's what I'm going to school for.
Okay, nice.
So, I love taking care of people.
So what if they're like, you got to work from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. How you gonna do shows?
Oh, I'm going to make it.
You gonna make it happen? Yeah. You're like, I'm dedicated. Yeah. See?
I
I
am.
believe that.
I am definitely gonna make it happen. I do a lot now, but I make it happen.
Yeah. I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Ray.
If I wasn't doing comedy, like not comedy, I mean, obviously comedy's the dream job for any comedian.
No doubt.
That's what we want to do.
To do that
like
full time.
Like, yeah, I mean, that's the dream, honestly, because you crave that stage. And it's weird, the first time you get up there, whether you bomb or not, you'll know if you're hooked.
Oh, no doubt.
And
No
that was,
doubt.
I mean, the first time and then like I said, I was at a cigar lounge the first time I ever did it. There was me, 3 buddies, and an old lady. And the first time I said words out of that mic, I knew. I was like, this is it.
This is it.
This is
I
what
don't
I
give
want
a
to
shit.
do.
Yeah.
I don't care if there's 200 people in the room,
No doubt
or there's
about it.
1 person in the room. I'm going to give it everything I got, because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where I want to be.
Heck yeah.
But if that wasn't the answer, a teacher. I wanted to be a teacher. I love,
No,
like,
man.
my teachers were amazing people, and, you know, they would push because they saw something in me,
Man.
you know, and now I'm on stage, and I've had some of my high school teachers have showed up at the shows and been like,
Nice.
we knew you
My
were doing
doctor.
something. Like, that was
I went
cool.
to my doctor's appointment. She was like, I saw you on a flyer. I was like, what flyer? I didn't know what to say.
So,
Yeah. Comedy.
Well, probably my dream job, I would probably, if I wasn't doing comedy, I would probably like, I don't know, be a masseuse to
I knew
ex-models.
he was about to say
I really thought he was going to say gynecologist, honestly. I was waiting.
Yeah, I'd probably,
So
you
he
know,
just said all the ex-models to you. She
no,
fell off Center Stephen.
I'll be a teacher of some sort.
Yeah.
I'll be teaching something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know a lot about a lot, and I love to share knowledge, so I'll be teaching something. And if it wasn't comedy, it couldn't be comedy then, because I wouldn't be a comedian, so it couldn't be comedy, but yeah, I'll be teaching something, somewhere, to somebody. You know, trying to enlighten somebody. Maybe something about God. I'll probably be a preacher. Imam or something, I don't know.
I can see you. I can see you in the corner with the newspapers and them beat
Oh,
signs.
Yeah, I got a lot of papers to take care of.
I'll be the dude, be the money from the dude on the corner.
Yeah, you the
Yeah.
I'll be in the synagogue.
lead out.
Brother X, that was only 10 papers this week. We need to hustle more.
It's 25.
They go 50 this time. You're tripping.
They all better be gone by 3.
Yeah, I'll be teaching something, I don't know.
Yeah, I got a lot of patience for taking care of people, but not teaching people.
Not teaching? Yeah.
I think my nieces and nephews ruined that for me. They drive me to crazy. I really do. Like, and I got a passion for taking care of people. Like, I do hair, but I don't have a passion for it. I just know how to really do
Yeah,
it.
do it.
I'm great at it.
Yeah.
But I don't have, like, if I had to do that, I would be upset.
That's like one of my friends, she said that she got a whole setup in her house. And
Yeah,
this is not what I want to do.
Yeah, everybody always asks me, like, why don't you go to shop? No.
No.
I do this
Yeah.
on the side.
Right.
Just
right.
cause, and it's always my regulars that know I know how to do hair. I don't really go
Go
out
out
and ask people, do they want me to do their hair? I'm not.
Yeah, and solicit.
Yeah.
Yeah, new business.
Yeah. Every time somebody usually comment my name on Facebook under somebody's post, I usually delete it. Like, I don't want to do it.
I want to do my hair. No,
not really.
that shit won't even wrap up at night after I do it.
Yeah, you get some stuff.
That's
hilarious.
Like, I tried to do it myself, but then you came to me like this, like.
Like, wow. And then I can do. What you want me to do, put a corner store plastic bag
Or they come like, I ain't had a perm in 4 years.
I had a final 4 years. Don't come to me. They complain about
My
this
fingers up.
Had me working all day. Y'all here.
Yep.
It ain't never burning because you ain't had one in 4 years. Is it burning yet? No.
Be there for 4 hours. Like, is it burning? They gave the kids a bad cook dinner.
We can drink all them?
Here, you got this one.
No, please.
So DJ, so I know you're not into comedy. You do the production, music producing.
Well,
Is that-
my dream job, besides that, we work at a dispensary.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like, don't get me wrong, I like weed, so, and I know the different types of weed and everything, so working at the dispensary would fit me, but also I'll do what fit me is the music too, but.
We like weed too, you got any? That's the major. You have it?
Yes, I do.
That's the. Okay. Good night, Jack.
I don't even smoke it. I'm happy for you.
That was good. I don't fuck with drugs. I just smoke weed.
Just smoke
For
weed,
real,
that's
I don't
it.
fuck with drugs at all.
Yeah.
Later for drugs.
Weed is not a drug.
That's what I'm saying. Later for
That's
drugs.
all I knew.
I don't mess with drugs.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was other stuff when I was growing up. My dad only smoked weed.
I get
That's
mad.
all I knew about.
Yeah, I get mad when people call weed dope. I'm like, I don't smoke
Like,
dope.
don't do
I
that.
don't smoke dope and I don't do
You don't see me breaking in people's houses to get
Yeah.
You don't see me pounding my TV to get no weed.
Scratching your arm.
Or get in the accident and bust me in your mouth.
I need a bump right here.
Bring your kids to the hospital for a bag.
A crackhead about a hole in his lip.
I was sure.
And he was like, ow, ow, ow.
My dad called me a crackhead.
That's bad. That's bad.
I've been a hole in my lip. He was like, that crackhead.
How do you know? Like, nigga, how do you know? How do you know? That bitch several of yours, ain't it? Bitch, you told 16 times everything.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
I got tears in my eyes right now.
Yeah.
Crackheads are special now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Woo! They are.
They are.
Gotta love
They
them,
work
though.
hard.
Yeah, they work hard for nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker told me he gonna cut my grass. I said, you ain't even got a lawnmower. He pulled out a pair of scissors. I said, you're bad, buddy. You gonna cut the grass with the scissors, but
And
there was the big hedge trimmers though. The big ones. He put out
Doing a
there
job.
like, nigga, I'm gonna cut the grass. And it was high though.
So he came prepared for real.
I said, well, where's the lawnmower? He pulled out the head behind it. He had it in the back of tucked in the back of his pants. He put the shears out. I said, well, get busy there, baby.
I can't cut the front and back of my yard, but to pay more. Like, you sure that's how you want it?
Then they came back to the door, bent over, his back was hurting so bad. Well, he had been busted for about an hour and a half. I fixed him a sandwich and everything.
As you should
I said, well, what's over there? He was gonna take off with that wait a minute, dog.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Wait a minute.
Ain't you would let that man walk away.
He thought I was coming back with some more money. He was really, he tiptoeing and dancing and shit on the porch and shit. So I came back with a sandwich and a bottle of water for him. He was like, dang. He was different. Yeah, he thought he was getting it.
Eat that salad before you pass out.
Yeah, eat the salad and drink the bottle of water. For real.
Hilarious. Before we go to break, I got one more question. Who is your biggest influence in life? I'm gonna say mine is definitely my stepdad. He raised my twin sister and I.
Okay, we're talking a person.
The person, or it could be anything anything. But mine is my stepdad. He took my twin sister and I in when we were 3 months, and he married my mom. They stayed together all the way up until we were 21. But he was always in my life, and I appreciate that to this day. The day before Father's Day, I went to pick him up to spend Father's Day with him, and I found him dead. Me and my sons, and we found him dead.
Wow.
My dad was on drugs.
Wow.
But
Wow.
he was functional. That was my dude. But he's definitely a huge influence because it taught me pretty much that you can love and accept anything and anybody.
Oh, sure.
And he raised
That's
us
when
all
you love unconditionally.
unconditionally.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
really unconditional
Yep.
love. It really
Ooh,
is.
that's
Yeah.
dangerous. That's why I'm where I'm at right now.
Aww.
It's unconditional.
Talk about it.
You will not be entertained. You will not. You won't hang with your fucking flying.
It was really bad.
You don't see them.
You will not see
Them
them.
in the bathroom. Them ain't water line.
This is a whole pepper bag.
Yeah.
Behind the door.
We're in the
I had a couple
bathroom.
stories, but I don't know if I Watch you telling you.
Okay.
Them drawers is hanging over the shower.
I can tell you the
You'll
result.
never see
That
that.
nigga ain't talking to me no more.
Oh, Shinky.
Yeah.
Hey, cut off all communications.
Except for Facebook, he's stalking me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's
Yeah.
it.
All right. Her uncle will kick somebody's ass about her.
Will.
now. For real now.
And will.
Don't let these jokes fool you. Two-time national golden girls behind these jokes now. Don't get your mouth and your nose and shit busting all up and everything. For real.
Yep.
I would have to say for me, be my mom.
Mm-hmm.
God rest her soul.
Yes, indeed.
Man, you know what, man? She was a jack of all trades.
She was, yeah. Your mom was cool.
She was a jack of all trades. She was a hustler. She would show you how to hustle. She'll pray for you, but she'll cuss you out at the same time. I never understood.
Amen.
But that was my mom.
No, just real.
She was real.
Yeah.
You know, I remember one time, you know, she told me to do something. And I was like, nah, ma, I got something I gotta do right now. So she let me walk outside, come back in. And she met me at the door.
And she should have.
And she took my neck and put her hand in my neck and was like, nigga, didn't I tell you to do what I told you to do?
Which is a big neck to put her hand in. So mama really grabbed
Yeah, my
her.
mom has some big hands. So
She really grabbed
she
her.
grabbed my hand, but she taught
cold-blooded.
she taught me how to be, you know, how to pray, but also how to be real, like
Right,
you said.
no doubt.
And you know, she taught me a lot. And you know, on her deathbed, she told me, even when she was sick, she like, why you here today? Shouldn't you be at work?
Mm-hmm.
That's how she was. So she always told me to live my life, you know, do what I need to do no matter what's going on, and I respect her for that.
Yeah, my mom passed on a Thursday and I had a big show on a Saturday. And all that week she was telling me, don't miss that show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't miss that show.
Yeah, that's what she told me. Take your ass to work. That's what she told me.
Yeah.
I got to read a comment earlier when I asked what name would y'all change your name to. Somebody wrote in and they said Raymond Jenkins needs to change his name to Lil Ray Ray.
Lil Ray Ray.
Lil Ray Ray.
It's probably my mom. To be honest with you, just gonna be real. She probably listening in.
Ain't that what I put on your shirt?
That's exactly what she
Lil
Lil Ray Ray, Baby Ray Ray.
And that's something your mom would say too.
Oh, that is what that is.
Little Ray Ray.
Baby Ray Ray.
Baby Ray Ray.
Baby Ray Ray.
Well, that's all the rappers now. Little,
Yeah,
baby,
well, you know.
and you know, everybody.
Yeah, but when you put your name out there as Little Ray Ray and this shows up, like this is not what you're expecting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a lady the other day tell me, I was up in Mansfield, actually took my mom out for Mother's Day. You know, and we went to a hibachi place, got sat down next to another family, and this lady was sitting beside us, and I'm wearing a dress like this, I'm dressed just like I am now, and I ordered a chocolate martini. Yeah, I'm bougie, I'll admit to it, it's alright. So I bring in my chocolate martini, you know, and I've got my chocolate, man, this lady turns, looks at me, and she goes, oh, you got big city weird, aren't you? And what the hell?
Big city weird.
Big city weird. Big city weird. Coming from Mansfield, Ohio. So
Wow.
I mean,
I've never heard the
I
phrase.
haven't either. That's what she said though. I'm big city weird. And I was like, what? She's like, leather vest, look like a biker drinking chocolate martinis. You must be from the city. And I was like, yeah, all right, fair enough. You got me.
Now, big titty weird.
I got those too. Don't worry.
Where we going, right?
You know, Tennessee Tramp. You know, I worked with her. Tennessee Tramp. She's big titty weird. And, oh my God. She was funny as hell. She tried to give me some cool jobs like, Joe, you don't come fuck off. I'm sorry to Tennessee Tramp. I love you, goddammit. I'm serious.
That's a name you can be proud of right there.
No doubt. I mean, but she's hysterical. She's fucking hysterical. You hear me?
Oh, jeez.
Hilarious. Tennessee Tramp. I'm not going to forget that one.
Tennessee Tramp.
Oh, she white girl, white woman.
I was like, my Google search is going
Hysterical.
weird.
Remember, she's funny as shit. Oh my God, she's so hysterical.
Wait, Ray, you know this lady? Oh, okay.
Tennessee Tramp.
I'm a YouTuber later though. We're gonna find out.
YouTuber. Tennessee Tramp. She's hysterical.
Yeah.
Everything out her mouth. And she's like, Stephen, I'm trying to get like you. Every word out your fucking mouth and fucking. I'm like, shit. Your shit is hurt you. that you've got to listen to.
I'm definitely going to.
She's at the Funny Bone periodically. You know, she travels the country.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, she's on circuit. She's funny as hell though.
I got to see her.
Yeah.
She's a right girl, and I haven't seen.
The name
I haven't seen too many funny than her.
Tennessee
For real.
Tennessee Trail.
Tennessee Trail.
I'm about to look that up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
I mean, she is one to look up. Believe me. She'll have you in stitches.
Oh, sure. You talking about you got me in stitches, man. We just sitting here talking.
Well, hell, I'm professional as well. Shit. We only did comic view a couple times with Showtime Happy Bottle.
At the pub.
At the bottle. Bring it to the stage. They didn't even pay me for that shit.
That's
Your son, I knew something was up when they had a lot of cocaine in the back room. I said, something's up.
That's what they was paying you with.
Yeah, and weed, a bowl of weed, and a whole saucer of cocaine. I won't forget it. Bobby Brown was there, and I hate to tell anybody. Bobby and I had about, Bobby Brown and I drank about 4 or 5 shots of Hennessy out of a bottle that Bobby had, personal bottle. Bobby drank the rest.
Oh, shit.
We shared 2 or 3 shots. Bobby drank the rest by himself. Believe me. And every little step I take, he did perform it. But he cannot hit the high notes anymore.
Okay.
I think I want to love her for the rest of mine. And he points at 2 guys. And they're the ones hitting the notes. You know, the 2 dudes on each end of it. I was like, okay, Bobby, that's slick. That's slick.
That was
Cause,
nice.
you know, because he hitting all that, night high. He's still hitting all that, you know. Truth about it, really. He can say all that still. But the high parts, he give it back to his voice. I swear, that was the funniest shit I saw in a long time. For real, it was. I've seen some funny shit in my career. I mean, I've traveled with a lot of people, you know, singing groups and, you know, of course, tons of comics, you know, tons of comics. But when you travel with a singing group and you're the only comic, you have so much fun. There's no competition, there's nobody, there's no other comics. You're the comic. You're the comic. Traveling with, like, my favorite group, well, one of my favorite groups was Midnight Star. Because on Comic View, I did the Freakazoid, Robot, Bleach, Pink, Mark, do that, you know, and I did it through the smoking joke, like, yeah, you smoking, and you're going to sound like the guy been on TV, like, I've been smoking since I was 9 years old. And I heard, and they heard that.
I laugh at the commercial every time.
They heard that, and damn, here I come. I'm on tour. I'm doing 5 cities with them, and you know, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's been. Oh my God, I can only thank God. God is who I would thank. You know, because I'm from the project, born and raised. When I came from Grant Hospital, I came to Sullivan Gardens from Grant Hospital. And I've been all over the world, and I've been on national television 4 or 5 times. So I mean, wow. I mean, I thank God every day.
Yep, you've been blessed.
I've
Had a
been-
great
I've been
journey,
very,
a
very,
great
very
comedy
blessed.
journey.
And I don't think it's near over. You know, I think about selling my $300,000 house all the time. Like, this ain't what God. But although I'm grateful, I'm like, hey, it could be more.
Right.
If this is it, Lord, then I'm thankful now. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop because it could be more. You know.
Yes.
Now, if I'd have stopped 10, 20 years ago, I wouldn't have my $300,000 house right now. So there's no stopping. God might want me in $1 million joint.
True.
You know.
Yep.
I don't know. And to give that $300,000 house to my son or to one of my family members or something. You know. Because that's the way it goes down around here. You know what I mean? I'm all about family, and I've always been about helping the next man. If that be comedy or not. Now, of course, if you're a stand-up comic, I've got all day for you if I got the time for you. You know what I mean? I'm going to help anybody. ask Keith Bender, ask D'Amico, ask tons and tons of Leah McBride and Yvette Weems, and I can just tell you just dozens of people that I've helped along the way, you know, and taught how to construct a joke, how to write a joke, how to structure it, how to have a beginning, a middle, an end. Can't stress this enough, but you don't have to exactly follow the pattern of a premise, a segue, and a punchline to tell a joke. But a good joke follows that pattern. Trust me. Most good jokes follow that pattern. And that is the way comedy, you may have a couple jokes that don't follow the pattern, but for the most part, believe me, that's the ripple you want to ride. That's the wave you want to ride. The premise, the segue, and a punchline. You have a beginning, a middle, and an end to each of your jokes, to each of them.
Write that down. And on that note, y'all want to take a 10-minute comedy break?
How about that?
How about that?
Okay, we can hold up there. How about that?
See y'all in 10 minutes.
Hold up there. That was a good segment.
That was a great segment.
Ah!
I ain't gonna lie, I'm sorry from laughing so hard.
Yeah, Steve's crazy.
Steve's off the chain.
Good, nephew.
Yeah, Nige.
Right on.
I need a share.
You need a shell? Nigel might got one.
Nige, you got some extra shells?
Hey, you got a shell?
I'm real woods. That's what I got.
I'm gonna have you roll it then.
They got wood.
Yeah, how you roll it?
This big college ass.
Shinkey, these are my sons. This one and the one
You
that
see how big
those are my
he is?
sons.
That's you too.
Yeah.
Is this my shirt and stuff?
Yeah,
that's your stuff.
Steven, I got some more for you too.
Do you?
Yeah, I got some new. We're about to have a whole bunch of shirts.
Yeah.
I just got us a whole.
Because when I go back to Denver, because I ain't take because I had this, and I want to get where it is in the Denver, you know, joint.
Yeah,
And I need
when
a
you
couple-
walked in, I remember.
And I need a couple, and we need some good, like, do you remember in Vegas when they had the Caesar's Palace motherfucking thing, them white sweatshirts, that everybody had the Caesars, them motherfucking sweatshirts was cold. We need some of them
Look,
to put the slapstick shit
We
on.
about to do, because I
Some
got
of them
this.
nice
vinyl.
ass Caesar
Yeah,
sweatsuit.
we about to do some
shirts.
different shit. And I'm gonna put your name on it, but we about to do the puffs,
Okay.
the puff letters. I got some new vinyls and shit that we about to, yeah.
Cool to the bank.
What you got over there?
Hell, shit, y'all. Are you fucking kid?
Hell yeah.
I fucking love
I know
cigars.
that's right.
I fucking love cigars.
So you really go to the cigar
I got
shop. You
I
go
got
to the
two
one
at
that.
home too.
I've been to the one in Easton. Most of the time you'll catch me over at Iris's off of
okay.
off of Main Street over at Pipes and Pleasures.
Just bought me a big old joint out Pataskala with a quarter acre out back and shit. I could throw a football out. Can't even throw outside all my motherfucking land. I know the guy when we moved in, shake, they was looking like, who could move in that?
Yeah. I'm sure
When we
it
moved
was.
in, they was like, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know y'all want to do it yourself. Because I'm in the cul-de-sac and there's only 4 houses in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
So we real far apart from each other. All the houses is like 20, 25 yards apart from each other. All the rest of the houses in our neighborhood is about from here to the wall apart. They meet decent, but they from here to the wall. No, I'm from here to the goddamn outside from the next house.
Yeah.
It's so cold. And then all the land, all the goddamn land, it's stupid. It's stupid. It is fucking stupid.
One of my aunts used to live in Pataskala, so I know what it looked like out there.
Right, right.
I really bet that was my mom.
I got land, and Comic View paid for that. All them checks I was getting all them years. And they played me about 6 years in a row, 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
I was getting $300 for every time they did that.
Change it. I want this career.
My mom, before my mom passed away, she was like, you get a check for this every time? Yes, ma'am. I sure do. I was just giving them the hearts. I was like, here, you can have them. Look here. They was just coming. I was like, damn. And my sister and them talking about, give me some of that free money. This money ain't free. I work hard. I know it look easy as that, because I wasn't nothing heavier than a microphone. I know that was real easy to me.
That free money. You
don't know how many nights I was in some shitty ass. In some dank ass open mic in the middle of nowhere.
And motherfuckers ruining your set 'cause they drunk, and you know I'm trying to work on my shit, and then I got the sidetrack, and then I got to go to open mics, and then the motherfucker don't want to introduce you. Right, I got to talk to damn that reminded me, Dick Dickerson. I got to talk to Double D. That's his new name, Double D. I got to talk to Double D. 'Cause I ain't gonna be saying Dick Dickerson.
How amazing was this show, by the way? I've heard about this thing 1,001 times.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Look, I gotta talk to him about how you bring people to the stage. You cannot just say, okay, next is Shinkey. You cannot. You cannot. Come on, it gotta be some kind of build up. Okay, she's been working clubs. The next comedian, y'all ready? I don't think either. So I gotta talk to her about that. You like she's been hosting clubs and college, especially when next is Stephen Jitty. No, I've been doing it. Okay, I earned my credits.
Yeah.
Now, come on, now, save them. Whip them on me, like motherfucking baby face.
I'm about to play with you. Okay.
Whip them on me like baby face.
Okay.
He's been on.
Okay.
And all this. Otherwise, the audience is not gonna know.
Yeah.
They'll get up and leave on your headliner because you ain't even saying who they was. Because it's so comedy now. You let the first white boy do 25 minutes, he's the opener.
And I wasn't even there.
He did 25
Who worked
minutes. I forget his name, but he was good. He was from, I don't know, he worked with Dick. He worked
He's
with
from
him.
Springfield.
Yeah, he worked with him.
Okay.
And he was good. But you don't let the opener do 25 minutes. Come on now. Now the crowd, at the third comic, the crowd looking like comedy hostages.
Yeah.
Like, when can we leave?
So I gotta laugh again, my jaws hurt.
Are your ribs hurt? Jaws hurt? Y'all like the doors, did y'all like the door? Somebody go check the door.
Go send somebody to the back.
Yeah.
Back door open.
Keep your leg in it. In that motherfucker. Cause they try to, him us in. Make us eat and drink some more and all this shit. They ain't gonna let us go. Like, come on, y'all. Like, Dick is learning though. But you get down there, and they do that shit in Atlanta too. See, that's why, you've been in business as long as me. I'm like, no. I'm gonna get the hell out of time, but I'm gonna go up third, because y'all got 10 motherfuckers here. And I don't wanna be here all night. Bruce and them will let me do that. Anybody else, they ain't gonna let do that. But if you got years, they know you and shit. I'm like, no, bring me up fourth. Because I'm going over to D'Amico's spot after this.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm not going to be here all night. Because you can get money in land, but you got to go do 2-3 joints.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Me and Nick's supposed to be going to Atlanta in June 16th, 20th or something like that. He got a couple shows he want to do.
Yeah.
We're going down there.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You can go, I tell them who you are, and go to D'Amico, Bruce if he in town, Doodoo Brown, and Zooman. And you just tell them who you are, and they're going to put you on.
Okay.
Mention my name, and they're going to put you right on.
I was wondering if you and D'Amico was related or knew each other or anything.
Because don't they favor?
Yeah, y'all got the same last name and everything, so I wondered that after.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that D'Amico? D'Amico doing his thing.
D'Amico doing his thing.
Yeah.
D'Amico doing his thing. Under my tutelage,
Yeah.
he out off and running. Keith Bender, killing.
Killing. And everybody gives credit to you, which made me want to know if you ever thought about setting up a comedy workshop, charging $50. I think you should. I'll help you put it together. We'll find a little
I've
venue.
just seen one. I think
Mark Gregory. And I've been wanting to ask Steven about it, but I was like, fuck that.
And Mark funny too.
Yeah.
Mark
He's doing
is
an improv. And people, he got people signing up, and I was,
Mark is fucking can improv.
yeah, he can.
Mark one of the few people that can just go off script and be funny. A lot of people think they can do it, and why you do that? You need material, motherfucker. And you think you come back, and then
I got like 2
if
minutes.
you doing 5 or 10 minutes, yeah, you should be switching up. But wait till you get the headline, and you're gonna be doing your same shit. Believe me.
Yeah.
You're doing an hour. You're not gonna be writing an hour all the time.
Yeah.
It's an hour. Shit. Now 10 minutes. Now EP and Dino, y'all, come on now. I'm gonna need to hear some new jokes out y'all. You doing
Have you met
5
them?
minutes. You doing 5
EP.
minutes. Niece, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You doing 5 goddamn minutes, and I'm hearing the very same thing out your mouth. In 5 minutes? Really?
For over 10 years, really?
If you don't start the barbecue. So everybody can eat after the show. If you don't... If we don't start the barbecue, nigga, and wipe down the goddamn thing and all that, if we don't get ready for the after party.
Crying.
Every time.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Ari, it's time.
That's too much.
We gotta go back on.
Yeah, you can bring the blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, these motherfuckers killed me. For real. They killed me.
I want to be in conversation.
Yeah, they want that bad. Bad as hell. And niggas in a death wish for the top. Okay, run on out there.
Yeah.
With your 15 minutes. And you gonna convince somebody to think you headline, you gonna headline, and you ain't gonna do for 15 minutes, and 5 of them gonna be internet jokes and shit, and ain't nothing gonna be real original. You gonna dance and shit for 5, and all this half a fag shit.
How did I miss?
You gonna do all this half a faggot shit for 5 minutes, pull your shirt up and show you the breast and shit.
That's what they out here doing.
Yeah, yeah. If I see another nigga on Facebook in bed talking about get good in bed, Facebook.
Oh, man, I said,
If you don't lay your bitch ass down, if you don't lay your bitch ass down and go to sleep, let's talk about that right now.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Right now.
Right fucking now.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this shit.
Me too.
Now,
Damn it. Jinx.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my, 1 to 3 hours
Oh.
Slap that rad, y'all.
All right, we back. All right.
We're back. SlapStik Comedy Radio, and I'm Stephen G.
And I'm Misha Mish.
Yes, indeed. We have in the studio with us Shinkey. Oh my God. Excuse me, she's killing them. Shinkey Henderson.
We got Raymond Jenkins.
Raymond Jenkins in the building. And DJ,
The producer.
the producer, in the building. We're having a great show, y'all. We were just offset when we were taking our break. We were just discussing something that's kind of funny,
Uh-huh.
but it's real.
But real. Very real.
It's real. And I said, if I see another nigga on Facebook laying down in the bed with his phone up, taking a selfie, talking about to go to bed, Facebook. If I see, I'ma die. Nigga, lay your punk ass down. Go on to bed. Go ahead, get some rest. Don't nobody give a fuck about you ready to go to bed.
I feel you because I can't stand when my little sister does it. So
That's some RuPaul shit.
see a man do it? I'm
That's
like,
some RuPaul shit for real.
Nah.
Now, RuPaul did it, I'll be like, okay, RuPaul, with your punk ass on. But some real niggas, come on now. Y'all tripping, man. I'm about to cook some shrimp, Facebook. So what, nigga? Half a faggot ass, soft booty ass.
I was about to say, that's kind of gay, man.
Oh, man, that ain't
That ain't
British.
kind of gay,
Shirt
that's
off.
gay. That's
Shirt
gay.
off, white sheets. I'm about to go to bed.
White sheets?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah, about to go to bed with the cover on to the neck.
Only thing I would want to see.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, no, I'm cool.
Don't let your kids see that punk shit. For real. They're the kind of niggas that stick around after they woman found somebody else. They still live there. And shit, them type of motherfuckers. Looking all out the window talking about, is that him? Is that him? While the other nigga pull up, is that him? Yeah, that's him. You shouldn't be here.
You go to the basement.
Yeah, you go to the basement while I have company. Ladies, don't do this. This nigga gonna kill you for real. Don't do that.
Oh, my God.
If you break up with somebody, you really break up, goddammit. And I mean that. You really break up with people. Don't have them still around you and like y'all are gonna be friends and no. You really break up.
Yeah.
And check on them niggas and see if they dating. Call them. Have you been seeing anybody? Have you? Okay, what's her name? Check on that nigga, cause he gon' all he trying to do is wait for you to find somebody else so he can fuck your life up. That's all he waiting on.
That's
He'll be sitting outside your house and shit. So you wait on him to move on first. Don't you move on first, you wait on him. Send bitches his way.
No, but for real. Yeah.
And then call each other, I heard you met somebody. Was she nice? I heard she was nice.
I heard she was
I heard she was calm and real nice. That's all I heard. I don't know her. That's all I heard. You got to do, oh my God. Don't you move on first. Nuh-uh.
That's crazy.
Don't you do it.
Hilarious. That's a, yeah.
We have a 3-year-ago big wheel for Christmas at your door, babbling on it, kicking on it shit. Talking about whose Mercedes is this and all that shit. You know. We see an odd car and we're talking, you know, who's Mercedes? I'm gonna get a bonus
I'll be crying.
crying and shit. Nigga double clutching it. Outside and shit. My grandma called that double clutching. Like, you better not do that. And she wants your ass, my grandma wants your ass, you got about 2 double clutches now. And she'll look at you, I know that was my double clutch. Was that I know it wasn't.
That's hilarious because I have a question. It is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strict were your parents? And mine were strict. My dad was a 10.
I was a
definitely.
baby, so I got away with mine.
You're lucky.
My parents, 34. As long as I did what I was supposed to do, they wasn't up on my butt like that, man. So.
And I was so funny as a youth. I mean, I was just hysterical. My mom like, come here, you get it. I'll start doing her favorite shit. Like, whatever it was. But she
Thank anything.
anything, whatever she liked, that's what and she would start laughing. And then my my brothers and sisters used to get mad because I was the baby. So she like, Mom, you gonna let him do that and get away with the whooping? They used to be sorry at me, and they, you know, they didn't like that. For real, they was envious of me a little bit because I got away with that shit. You know.
I was a baby too, but I was scared because my mom she would be on my siblings, and after I saw what she did to them, I'd be like, oh nah, I'm good, I don't want none of that.
I'm good.
I'm gonna be so good, Mom. It was them, I promise I'll take a picture next time so you know it was them.
I'll be extra good. Guess who all did shit? Yeah, I'm gonna be like that. Guess who all got in trouble? While you was gone.
They was all doing stuff, being mean.
Yeah, you know. It's hard raising black children, but I just don't like the fact that black mothers be like too many. I don't want to lump everybody in, but too many black mothers get to the point where they feel when you're 18 years old, you gotta go. I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with that. 18 gotta go? Come on, where am I going at 18?
Where?
Because I've set my kids up at 18. Y'all going to college. Y'all not going to sit
Yeah,
around.
I'm not going to 18, the crack house.
Yeah.
Where are you kicking me out to?
You're going to
Mama?
college.
For real.
The crack house.
Yeah, where are you kicking me out to?
I'm glad my mom.
And what can I take with me? The shit my daddy bought? I know I can take this dad shit. He bought the bunk bed.
Hey, my mom didn't let me take
He bought the dryer. You bought the washer, but I'm taking the dryer.
Yeah.
But my daddy bought that.
Yeah, my
Now,
mom didn't.
yeah, you better send me off with
She
something.
about the spoons.
Yeah, you gotta send me off with something.
Yeah.
Now, come on now.
Yeah,
For
that's
real.
true.
Well, every pack of battery in this month, I'm taking all the
Now, white
batteries.
parents don't play that shit. But don't be fucking up at 8 years old, cause they will kill little Timmy.
Yeah.
White parents will kill little Timmy fucking up at 8. Oh shit, he'll have a bleach accident.
And will.
Yeah.
Devastated on the phone.
On the phone, you're gonna take a bleach. I like that. And then that next week they'll be talking to him, well, we moved to Florida and bought a yacht. With the insurance money, with Timmy's insurance money. We're trying to get it out of our minds.
We couldn't stay in that house
We
anymore.
couldn't stay in that house anymore. We have a $450,000 house now. That was $50,000.
At what age should kids be out of the house?
I don't really think it's the age.
You don't think so?
If they doing something,
But if they're not doing anything, at what age?
18,
Maybe like 22.
maybe 22.
They're not doing that.
I say 22 because that'll be the end of college if you went to college.
Right. Yes.
And
Yes.
got out.
Yeah.
So 22.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because you didn't go to college, you was here the whole time.
Yeah, when you
So you was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, over here. You turned all that
All
in
the
here.
ages over here.
You did all the ages in the inside of here. Yes, you did.
Not near more age.
Every other step you took. Ride around this bitch.
Oh man. Oh man. 22. Kids should be out of the house.
Yeah,
By the age of
22. Ray, what you think? 22?
Oh, 22, definitely. 22, maybe 23.
I was out at 18.
So,
I was too.
I mean,
I was out at 18.
I give you 23, 1 year out of college, like, cause
I was selling drugs though, so that's why I was out. You know,
making money.
I had to tell the truth.
You still providing for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, my mom would accept my drug money when I was away from the house, other than she wouldn't accept it when I just woke up and then, no, I'm not accepting that. You got to move and I'll accept it. So then I had to move. And then she was fine with me paying her rent and everything. She
Yeah.
was. She was cool with it. But staying there and jeopardizing her and shit.
Yeah, no.
Putting her in jeopardy, no.
Yeah.
She's not cool with
Because you're
that.
scaring me.
Logical.
Yeah, you
You're
scaring
scaring
me.
me. I don't know what you do.
I
You
can't
got this
sleep.
big ass gun and all this shit. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I know you're a tough little boy. You're the one that goes gun. You can fight and everything. You know, I got all these trophies around the house for boxing and shit. She know I'm tough. She know the boy's tough. You know what I mean? But I went into the street, you know, they're my homies, you know what I'm saying? And God bless all of them. You know what I mean? And man, you know, we thought that was the only way out. You know what I mean? We really did. And damn who we were selling it to. And, you know, you're going to mess your own community up, your own family up, your own people up with these drugs. Because the majority of people you're going to sell it to is your own people.
True.
You know? So you have to have a I don't care attitude to sell drugs. I didn't have that for long. You know?
Yeah.
And then, real quick, God put me on, well, I tell you, I went to in 1992, my brother was here, and this is me and Durham, everybody, we was around each other, and, you know, we was booming at the time. And my brother was here like, oh, man, you still funny as hell, man. I'm cracking, my brother's here from Atlanta. I told you guys this story. And he's here, my brother moved to Atlanta, you know, after he got out of the Navy, worked for DCSC, took his pension, moved to Atlanta. He's back, right, on a visit. So I'm keeping him abreast of what's going on in the family, and I'm cracking him up, telling him about my nieces and nephews and everybody else, about the family, what's going on, what's been going on, transpiring. So he says, I saw in the paper, they got the open mic night tonight at the comedy stop. You scared? You scared? I'm like, hell no, I'm not scared. Let's go. We go up there, I kill them. This is my first time ever doing comedy. My brother actually prompted me to get on stage for the first time. But I was ready, I was prepared. I've been cracking jokes my entire life. I was the man, used to do shows on the Green Box. Everybody used to try to sneak outside, you know the Green Box in the project. Everybody tried to sneak outside to see me perform on the Green Box. You hear me? I wasn't no professional, I'm just a project kid on the Green Box just performing. Telling jokes, rapping, whatever, you know. So my brother, we go to the comedy stop. My brother prompted me to go. I kill him. I do about 15, 20 minutes my first time ever on stage. Andrew Ford asked me after the show, man, that was a great set. How long have you been doing comedy? He asked me how long I've been doing it. I said about a year or two. I lied to him. That was my first time ever on stage. I said about a year or two, around Cincinnati and Dayton area. He said, would you like to host a professional show for me this weekend? It's tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I said, sure, I could do that. I was a paid professional my second time ever on stage.
Dope.
I was getting money.
Dope.
My second time ever on stage. Because I knew when he was there, you know. He's like, that was a hell of a set. You was funny. He said, I know I'm funny. I'm being funny. It's innate. My brother is hysterical.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. He was so, Lavelle was so funny. And then, wasn't even trying to be. It was hysterical. And, you know, that's how I started. You know, I wasn't trying to do comedy. I didn't go to the club like, hey, I'm trying to do comedy. My brother, you know, he like prompted me to go, like, hey, you want to go? I'm like, sure, we can go. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
I killed the crowd. I did impressions and everything that first night. It was Bill Cosby and everybody. I remember what I did. I absolutely remember. And I was a paid comic, second time, ever on stage. 3 years later, I was on Comic View Coast to Coast, when BET Comic View came around and filmed, and where they thought people were funny, or where they heard people were funny, they would come around and film, and then put you on Comic View. That next year, they called me to come out, to fly out to California to do the show. I've never looked back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never looked back. And so, you could have a marginal career and still do really well in comedy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the biggest movie star or whatever. A lot of people know me. It freaked me out. I was in Atlanta, and somebody said, "Well, you a Comic View?" And I was in the mall, and it fucked me up. Because I'm a modest person. I'm not on no, you know, I'm not trying to scratch myself to the top without any talent. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here doing that. You know, trying to scratch themselves to the top, got 10 minutes of talent, or 10, you know, come on now. Get solidified first. Get solid, because there's going to come a time where you're going to have to show and prove. And if you can't, the last guy, that's why they don't do Last Comic Standing anymore. Because the last guy who won Last Comic Standing, he had 15 minutes, and they booked him to headline around the country. He was bombing.
Oh, wow. Those 15 minutes he couldn't.
Because people like you and me were opening up for him. You know what I'm saying? All around the country. Just funny people opening up for him. And he the headliner. And he got 15 minutes. And he's trying to ad-lib the rest of it. And seasoned vets that are coming out doing 30 minutes in front of him.
Yeah.
Season openers. Been doing it 10 years, 15 years. Killing it. Getting standing overs in front of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he couldn't.
And they didn't want Lavelle Crawford to win it. Lavelle's supposed to win.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was politics. So wasn't the white guy to win? All right. Send him on out there then. He's going to get eaten up. And he got ate
That's
up.
what happened.
He got ate up. No one even knows his name now. No one even knows his name. I think I haven't seen him may have quit. But believe you me, I've met 5,000 ex-comics. Or I know 5,000 ex-comics. I meet ex-comics that they don't know they're ex-comics, but I meet them all the time. Because I've been in this business 30 years. And I know thousands of ex-comics. Oh, I used to do it. A lot of people I remember. And they were kind of funny and everything. But it didn't work out for them. It didn't go as they thought.
Yeah.
You know, and they fell by the wayside.
Yeah.
Some of them getting money and stuff. I don't want to mention any names, but I can mention, I can mention some names that these people are really known, really liked, but it didn't go their way, you know, and they fell out. They like, I quit. An object in motion stays in motion. When you quit, it's over. If you don't never quit, guess what?
It keeps
That
going.
ball is moving.
Yeah.
If you don't, when you say I quit, it's over.
Yeah, that's true.
God is still in play when you're in play. When you say I quit, God ain't in play no more. Because you done took yourself out of the equation.
So
God can't work with you. God can't work with you.
So Ray, we heard your story about how you started comedy in the cigar club. Shinkey, what made you want to start comedy?
Screwed up. I just always was told that I was funny when I was growing up. I never really thought about doing stand-up comedy until I went to it was an anniversary party, my cousin's anniversary party, and Ro the Realist was there. He was hosting it. He was on the mic the whole time, and I was just standing next to him the whole time. And I'm like, this dude is funny. Like,
Right.
who is he? And he was like, I do stand-up comedy. I was like, no, you don't. And he gave me some tickets to a show. And then I just told him like,
And you thought he was just hosting it like,
Yeah.
funny, damn, where did you get him from?
Yeah.
and then
Right.
I seen him do sound. I was like, I want to do it. He was like, you ready? I'm like, I'm ready.
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
Roller Gorillas is hilarious.
And then he put me on.
Yeah.
And from there, my first show, it was amazing. The feeling I got, I was like, I know this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes,
The feeling
indeed.
was definitely different.
And Ray, that's how you felt too?
Oh yeah.
You never
Yeah,
thought about giving up or anything?
No, never, not for a second. I mean, it's something that it becomes such a part of you. Your everyday life becomes, well, how can that become funny?
Yeah.
You know, you're sitting in
Yeah.
traffic, and instead of just jamming to the radio, your head's going, okay, where am I at? Like anything.
How stupid is this?
Yeah, how dumb, or
Yeah.
like that rocket that they lost, you know, that Chinese rocket.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
most people look at that and go, oh, that's a catastrophe. I looked at it and went, wonder if that's going to hit my ex's house. It's it becomes a part of you. Like you start thinking about it, and then when you're not on stage and your friends are killing stages, you're going, oh man, I should have signed up for that. I should have
I
been
should have been
there.
there.
Yeah, I should have done that. You know, like I'm hearing about this show Saturday night. I'm like, why wasn't I in London to see this? You know,
Yeah.
why wasn't I out there showing support? Why? Because I was, you know, working.
And I don't understand why comics don't give other comics work. You as a comic, you cannot be at a particular place every week.
Right.
You have to share the stage
True.
with other comedians.
Yes.
Come on, man. Show love.
And that's the other part, is like once you get into the scene, it's like a family, man. I mean, you
Sure.
meet people,
Yeah.
you know, you see
Sure.
people, you know them, they know you. You know, half your work comes from people telling other people, hey,
It's
this
a
guy's funny.
fraternity.
Yeah, this person's funny, check him out.
You got some weirdos.
You know,
but
oh, we will. You got some weirdos.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
You gotta have
Some
some
energy. Some energies you just be like, nah.
there's some,
Like,
yeah, there's some,
I can do without.
there's some strange things out there. I'll admit to that. I've heard some jokes where I was like, and you decided to say that out loud.
Yeah.
What? Yes. All right.
That's why when I especially when I started the Wild and Shinkey, when I had my first show, the people that I had on my team, I had some great people. I had some people that actually wanted to do it, and I had some people that just didn't believe in me for real. They just came to see if I was gonna fail.
Oh, yeah, we have those.
And I sold that bad baby. I
Yeah.
had so much fun.
I loved every
And the
minute of
same
that
people,
show.
I'm having another one, and them same people that was on the show that try to play me
Right.
is wondering why I ain't asked them to come back.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're wondering why I'm excluded.
Even the Wild and Out girls that I got, I was asking a bunch of girls like, you wanna be a Wild and Out girl, and they would leave me on
They
red.
perform. Yeah.
But they asking me, can they be Wild and Out girls now? And I'm
You're
leaving
like,
them
no.
on red.
Yeah, no, that's
These
how I
are the
feel.
same girls I got.
I'm with you. I feel the same way about booking this show. When I first started booking it, it was it was a little challenge. People weren't, but now that they see we're putting it out there, it's actually happening, and the same people that. Yeah, so I'm with you.
Oh, yeah.
I got a
It
list.
comes full circle.
Yes.
Some
yeah.
people even told me, like, because I had the ticket prices, they was like, nobody's going to buy these tickets. I was
Right.
like, okay.
Dude, that place
I
was
sold 100
packed.
tickets.
Did you
I-
Ray?
I did.
How about that?
I got a
And
chance
then
to
she
do
was
it.
letting people come in and pay at the door. I got that money too.
Nice.
So I
I did
sold over
perform
100
in it.
tickets.
Yeah, I did. Flex a little bit with the rap skills.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that. You don't expect a farm boy from Eastern Kentucky to be able to run on a
Okay.
show.
Oh, my
So
God.
I threw it out there a little bit. I had some fun. I'm not an improv guy, you know, but apparently
You can do it.
I am an
No
improv guy.
doubt.
So
No doubt.
it was
Put your
definitely
brains
fun.
That's a lot of people. I didn't think I was either.
Yeah,
And
it was-
I'm not
it
a
was a
roaster or none of
blast.
that. And I had my own show and I
Put your
had
brains
fun.
to the test.
Yeah.
Put your comedy skills to the test.
I had fun.
Do y'all write often?
I do. Like if even if it's just one sentence, then
There
I
you
can
go.
go off and I can
There
go back
you
and
go.
remember, and I just do one sentence. I talk it in my phone if I'm driving.
Yeah.
In my
A
notes.
topic, a heading, a
Mhm.
heading. Yeah.
Yep.
Like I said,
Almost
it's-
every day.
Mine comes from a lot of things I see, you know, or read, or
Sure.
maybe it'll be a conversation you overheard, and you'll be like, all right, that's funny, where can you go with that?
Yeah.
You know, or something happens in life. I mean, I'll tell you what, kids will say a lot of things, man.
Yeah.
Listen to some kids
Well,
talk.
inspiration
Yeah.
comes from
Yeah, anything,
Like
and it's
anything,
weird. It comes,
anything.
It can
Yeah.
come from something simple, and
Sure.
the moment it hits you, though, you got to be ready to write it, speak it, say it, something. Because
something you saw or something in your mind.
I don't know how many times I've been like in the shower somewhere or something and be like, oh, I gotta write that down. By the
Yeah.
time the shower's over, it's
You
gone.
forgot it.
It's gone.
You
Yeah.
forgot it.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
No
So
doubt, no doubt. Because your mind is turning like that, and
That's it.
yeah,
And I
you
just-
gotta get it down.
My improv has got a lot better,
It has.
and
It
it
has.
just came
Your
out of nowhere.
timing and your
It came
improv.
out of nowhere.
And believe me, you know when you're supposed to be doing comedy because it will just go, it will just come together.
Mhm.
You'll be like, oh shit, my timing and everything that came together.
Because I even said this to Stephen when we left. I was like, I was so happy when you got up there and told your joke. You mentioned how the kids were in the car. You went on and proceeded with your set. Then you said, hold on, let me check on my kids. I did say, I was like, please don't touch my car.
Yeah, like she's gonna be on her joke.
Yeah, you literally was like,
You're like, oh, they're
okay,
okay.
okay. I was
Bam.
like, yes,
Real quick.
you killed
Bam.
it. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect. Perfect.
I can feel and see myself every show. I'm better. I
Good.
can definitely see it. And every time somebody else, like, when you said something to me, I went to the car and called my mom. I was like, Mom,
Right.
guess what, Stephen, you was talking to me. She was like, do he know you are? I'm like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Of course. Yes,
She was so
is.
happy. She was like, that's my baby.
No doubt
So, yeah.
about it. No doubt about it.
So do y'all deal with hecklers when you're performing? And
I have, like, maybe 3 times. I did at the Funny Bone recently. Everything I said, he had something to say. So I started flirting with him.
did that work?
It worked.
It worked.
And then his mama came up to me trying to get me to be his woman. I was like, no.
Right. And you know what that's called? Juicing them tastefully. Because you don't always, I just said to tell young comics, your improv don't always have to be tearing somebody down. It can be building them up.
Yes.
Because when
Look at your song, man! You ain't always got to talk down to people.
Mm-hmm.
You can build them up with your improv.
Because he kept saying, you just kept saying stuff, everything I said. I was like, you must like me. I like you.
Yeah.
I couldn't even see.
You killed.
I was like, then I got the bathroom. I was just saying a whole bunch of stuff.
Right, kill them.
And it worked.
Just going with it,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
No
What about
doubt.
you, Ray?
I haven't had too many hecklers. I did, the third time I ever did an open mic, I had a fight break out right in front of me. Like legit, like a guy walked in the bar and punched the sound guy
What?
literally at my feet.
Damn.
And I stood there
Damn right.
like with a microphone for probably a good 2 minutes
You like-
just watching this fight. I didn't know what to do.
I'm gonna start doing commentary like, here he goes again.
Bring his hand to the face. And he tried to block it, but he got through it. And he-
You gotta think, this is my third time ever doing anything. I'm now going from like just having fun to like, this is something I want to do. So I've got my set written out finally. I'm like,
And
I'm
a
gonna
fight breaks out.
and a fight breaks out, and I froze.
You were shot.
And I just stood there, just like,
Built like security.
I said nothing.
You froze.
Yeah, I did. I was
The
completely.
biggest popsicle in the goddamn place. You froze.
Look, if
Oh my God.
if a fight had broken out between just 2 people at the bar, maybe. But this is like the sound guy is getting dead. I didn't know what to do. He
My
screamed.
guy's raised like 300 pounds, and he froze.
I froze.
One rank 250.
Froze.
Now, and he froze. That, for people at home who are listening to us, raised 250, he could have slapped the guy.
I froze.
Next
I just listened to him scream at each other.
He could have picked him up by his collar.
I tried to finish my set, like, while the fight's going on. I was so into this mindset of, this is my set, I have to do this.
I have to get through this.
Now, and as I've developed, the more stage presence I've gotten, I've learned to just, you can deal with chaos like that.
No
You
doubt.
know,
No
somebody in the bar's up
Sure.
dancing and drinking, okay, that's fine, you can call them out, you know.
Or you can overtalk it.
Yeah, you can overtalk it, there are techniques. I didn't know at the time, so I froze. So that's my heckler story. Third time on stage, fight breaks out, and then
Oh my
I
God.
had a heckler at
I'm just standing there looking
I
stupid.
think it was an old school show out east off of Gender. What's that club called?
Eclipse. Is that Eclipse? No.
Next to
No.
Donato's off agenda. Spectator.
Spectator.
It was a lady, she was so loud, and I was just like, you just gonna keep on yelling like I'm not on stage? Like, I was playing with her, and she got mad. But when she walked past me, she was like, I ain't trying to mess up your set. I said, baby, I do this. You can't mess up my set. And everybody was like, oh! And she came and apologized to me and everything after that. I'm like, you ain't got to apologize to me. Just be respectful.
Yeah,
Because I was
Just
hosting.
being respectful.
I wasn't doing a set. I was hosting.
And see, when you're hosting, you're supposed to roast everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, be quiet, I'm getting ready to my next comedian up there. You're supposed to tell
She got mad. She walked out and everything.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, shut up. Don't nobody care.
No doubt about it.
Oh, man.
And another thing I wanted to tell young comics, while we're on the subject of time doing it, don't be obligated to do the time. If you're just beginning and they say, hey, do 10 minutes, and you're bombing in 2 minutes, say goodnight.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Don't feel obligated. You don't have to, you're not getting paid to do 10 minutes. If you're getting paid, then by all means, you got to do that and fulfill that time. But if you're not, don't feel obligated to do the time. You can say goodnight at any time. If it start going south, start souring, you know when it's going bad, say goodnight. Hey, that's my time, good night. Don't think like, hey, they gave me 10 minutes. I got to do the 10 minutes. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can do 3 minutes. You're not being paid. You can say goodnight at any time.
One of the judges told me that in the competition before. He was like, you felt like you was going down. He was like, even though you weren't, when you felt like you was slowing down, he was like, all right, I'm gonna see y'all later. And
Right.
he walked off. He was like, that played a big role.
Hey, that's my time.
Mm-hmm.
Thank y'all. I'm so-and-so. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
You know. A lot of comedians don't know how to wrap it up.
Yeah, I've seen a lot that don't know how to rap.
Don't know how to wrap it up. You have to know how to wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all ever read comments online about yourself?
Yep. It's some
I don't know.
people out there.
You're like, fuck what people got to say about me.
Fuck.
Do you, Ray?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't have a huge social media presence anyways.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a computer guy. I mean, I got a Facebook, but it's not, it's a Facebook. Like, I post
Yeah.
pictures of everything.
I would challenge anybody. You don't think I'm not funny, I'll challenge you right now.
That's it.
You know what I mean? That's all right.
Like, I'm not a guy, like, I don't post videos online of comedy, mainly because I'm still kind of in that newbie stage. I don't have 60 minutes of good material, and I can admit that at this point in my
Yeah.
area. I'm developing material.
That's good.
And I'm getting there, but I don't have.
And everybody should admit that.
Right.
Yeah.
They should.
That's what it is. I mean, can I open for a funny person? Yeah, probably.
Sure. Yeah.
Can I give you a good 15 minutes
And hold your own?
of
Yeah.
funny comedy? Yes. If you get me in that 30, 45 minute range, we're gonna go exploring a little bit at that
Right.
point. We're gonna be
Right.
trying some stuff that's
At least you're being honest.
So
Yeah. See, I was
yeah.
doing videos before I even started doing comedy.
Okay.
Like, I would just
You were
be-
on TikTok before? Or
Yeah, I would just like record myself talking stuff.
Okay.
Right.
Just what I did that
You
day.
say shit
Yeah.
on SlapStik Radio?
Well, I would just be recording myself talking about what happened. Like, if I went to McDonald's or something and they messed up my sandwich, I'd be like,
Right.
these niggas didn't even give me no tomatoes, and they think I was just about to pull up. Like, I would record myself
Right.
saying that, and people just would share it, laugh, and all that. Like, I would do poetry night.
You holding up the line and shit, waiting on someone fry. They tell me, pull up, no, I'm gonna sit right here. That's gonna make you rush your room over.
Do you
Absolutely.
respond to the comments?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just be like, why you so mad?
Mm-hmm.
Because it be some rude people. But for the most part, it don't get to me. I think it's funny. Like, you so mad, but I got all these
Yeah.
views.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And you
But
viewing it
people
again.
laughing.
Yeah, I had got into it. I got into it with some studs.
Oh, wow.
Because I posted a video that one of my cousins did. He like made it an interview, and it was this girl's live. He edited her video, and she had got in a fight with a dude. I don't know what happened. He didn't disrespect her or nothing in the edit that he did. He's a comedian, so it was funny. I shared it I got trolled by every stud in Columbus.
Yeah.
For sharing
Yeah.
a video.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that video had like 4,000 shares. I was like, y'all stupid. Y'all just made me go up.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to argue with none of y'all.
Right.
And then one of the girls
Right.
actually commented and said,
Big clicks matter.
she actually commented and said, so what do you post this for views? I said, that's exactly what
That's
I posted
exactly
for.
what I did.
I wasn't, when nobody was disrespecting y'all, nobody.
Sure.
She was acting like a guy in the video, and she
Right.
fought a guy and got fought like a
Yeah,
guy.
you got fought like a guy.
Like that's just
That's what happened.
like, and he just was. I'm gonna show y'all when we get off of here. I gotta find that video.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
He said he threw their nipples together and smacked them apart, all kinds of shit. Yeah, I saw
He
it.
did.
We kicked our ass.
That's I want to see that too.
That's what she needed. That's what she needed.
Yeah, like I fell out with somebody over that and everything. Another comedian, like I haven't talked to her yet.
Man.
She tried to reach out to me. I was like, nah. We're never gonna see eye to eye in that situation.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen again.
Yeah,
and
so
I'm
leave me
good.
alone.
Yeah, I don't got no hard feelings, no none of that. You are allowed to feel how you feel. I feel how I feel, but I'm not about to mix that energy with mine.
Right.
I'm big on energy. No ma'am,
Yeah.
I don't need that
Yeah.
energy around me.
No. You're in a positive place.
Yeah.
You really are.
I try
Going
to stay up.
places and in a positive place.
I
so.
try to be. I get a lot of compliments and comments about my energy, like people that just was around me or just came to a show, they'll inbox me like, even off stage, like you were just so bright and you were like, you gotta be,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
people are,
That's-
people can really, energies is real, like somebody can just sit next to you and you can take on all their sadness,
indeed.
and you like, damn, I had a good day.
Yeah.
So you got to overpower that. You got to change their attitude. You got to be on it. Like, you ain't about to be. I'm that friend. Like, if my friends come sad about a nigga, I'm like, honey, because we can go get some drinks. We can go see some niggas. You not about to be sitting and you can be sad. I'll pat your back. I'll give you a hug. I'll give you some chocolate. But we ain't about to be sad for that.
It's all happy joy.
Okay? Hello. we gonna twerk all that. Like, we're not about to be sad. Yeah. Energy is, I'm really, really, really big on energy.
But when
I always have been.
Steven called me on Saturday and said, let's go to the show in London, I said, okay, because I want to meet Shinkey. So,
Right.
yeah, thank you for being here today. Yeah, yes, so we only got to meet. I was excited about that.
Yes, I'm excited that I came. I am.
Thank
No
you.
doubt about it.
So it's time to start closing out.
Yes,
DJ,
indeed. We had a great show.
we had a great show. Where can we find you at on social media?
Well, you can find me on my Facebook. Go to Darnell Dopes Eugene Jr. and
DJ doing the DJ
do my
thing.
DJ thing. You also can reach me on my email at ddoakesjr@gmail.com.
So if you need some beats, hit him up.
Hit me up.
Oh, you got
I
the
don't put, I learned one thing about the music. It's not always best to put it out on YouTube.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You get stolen.
You'll get, you'll get
Jokes too. Jokes too.
Yeah,
I
Joe.
don't mean, you on YouTube? No.
Even websites, you have to be careful.
That's true.
So I really, when I work with artists, I sit down with them
Mhm.
directly.
Sure.
That way I know what they want, it's theirs, it's mine, or whatever the case
Uh-huh.
may be. Like you said, Stephen G, they will get stolen.
I got it.
I
So I'm gonna talk to you off of here because people like to steal ideas. So I'm gonna wait.
They will. They steal ideas.
Because I definitely got an idea right now for you.
Okay. So you can find me there, so basically, my best way to get rich is my email. I'm going to say it again, it's ddoakesjr@gmail.com. All lowercase letters, so if you need any beats or anything, or want to work out on some tracks or whatever, just hit that email and I got you.
And I can't wait for us to
Oh,
get
we-
together because DJ about to come over and we about to
We about to
lay
do
some
some big
tracks
things.
down.
We about to
Let's do it. Let's put it down. Let's put some songs down.
We already got it all
I think we
down.
can put some songs. We can put some songs down,
Yeah.
and we can sell them to other people.
And that's what we about to do.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
want 'em
Let's
to-
put some songs down.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Get some content.
Yeah.
Because people listen and they'll pick your song up from movies, different stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll be rich. People don't even know we the ones did it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. That's what we that's
This is what the studio for.
Yeah.
So we got everything. We got everything.
We got the
We
beat
got everything.
maker. We can make beats and
We got the
everything.
beat maker, everything.
Yeah.
Right here,
Camera.
SlapStik Studios.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be a
Yeah.
part of it.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
Thank you.
Ray, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook under my name Raymond Jenkins. You can find me on Instagram at
Whiteboard Raymond Jenkins.
That's
Not the black
right.
man.
So listen, I'll be honest with you. If you find me, it's a picture of me standing in front of the Funny Bone sign, geeking out like a nerd. Or you can find me on Instagram at Ray Comedy.
Ray Comedy.
Ray Ray.
That's where you'll find me at. So.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
Ron.
thank you for coming, Ray.
Oh, it's been a great time. I had a lot of fun, so it's definitely cool.
How about you, Lee? Shink?
And you can find me on Facebook at Shinkey Henderson. That's SHINKEY. And when I'm in Facebook jail, I'm on TV show.
I see you tagging.
How regular man.
Okay, I'm going to connect with the other one too, so I did.
Well, the tree's name, you know, like whatever mama name's her, you know, and you can find her.
And on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and Snapchat, I think it's _Shinkey_. And that's SHINKEY.
Y'all want a funny female? Oh my God. Shinky is on her way, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
She's not like your average female comedian. You know what I'm saying? The average female comedian, I've been in this game 30 years. Average female comedian, they talk rhetoric. And then try to institute jokes in between the rhetoric. I don't want to say any names, but the highest of the heights of the female comedians do this. And I'll say, the one who doesn't is who's the one that hosted what? Samore.
Okay.
Samore is the one female comic, who sets jokes up and knocks them down like men.
Yeah, she
A
does.
premise, a segue, and a punchline. Everybody else, I ain't gonna mention no name, is just rhetoric, and then they try to institute jokes in between the rhetoric. You are lighting them up and knocking them down. Do you hear me?
Don't make me blush again.
Lining them up and knocking them down like bowling pins. And that's the way it's supposed to be done. If your uncle can help you with anything, you just call me. This is SlapStik Radio, y'all. We'd like to thank you all. Our guests, we'd like to thank all our guests.
Make sure you check out comedyslaps.com. Check out our blog. It's available on the website. And you can also sign up for our newsletters.
Yes, indeed. And we're signing off. We'll see you next week, next Thursday. Who we have, Mish?
Next week we got Michael Kent.
Michael Kent.
Yeah, are y'all familiar with Michael Kent?
I am.
I love Michael Kent. He's coming next week. I love him.
It's going to be fabulous. I got a lot to ask him.
And we got JR Jr. too.
And JR Jr.
Yeah.
JR Jr., you might know him as Junior. If you see his post, you'll be like Junior. But that's my man. He's going to be in next week. Thank you all for tuning in to
Thank
SlapStik
you.
Radio.
We'll see you
And
next
we'll
week.
see you next week. Well, all right, you squares. Let's roll. Fire up. Fire up.